All right, let's talk about this final. If you can call it a final. Got dog walked all over the field. Should have worn this. Maybe it would have brought us more luck. Mikel Arteta lost us this game from the moment that you pick Kepa. Arsenal drops the cup and I drop my notes. From the moment you choose Kepa over Raya on such a big occasion, I think that's just never going to work out. If you're starting 11, it's not going to be a cup starting 11, then I think the goalkeeper should match that team selection. I thought the first half was a chess game. I thought the first half the first 15, 20 minutes, we had him against the ropes. Kai Havertz missed a chance that he should be putting that in the back of the net, especially with how much we pay him, especially with how much he has scored that. And I get it, he's been injured for a year. So I can't really hold him to a standard that I would have held him 2 years ago during the run-in, but I think you still gotta score that when you do this for a living. Because clearly that opportunity never came back. So I think that's the part that's upsetting. It was very clear early on that Hincapié was not to manage that left flank. He was struggling a lot and he was on a yellow. He was on a yellow very early. And that's where I really blame Arteta's game management. I don't get it. I don't get how last week against Everton, you make the changes to go and win the game. But this is a final, which technically every game in the Prem is a final up until the very last day or up until you win it mathematically now. So why not do the same? Like, it was clear that Hincapié was struggling on that left-hand side. He got the yellow, he was shaky. At 45 minutes, you take him out. Calafiori's healthy. And what makes it worse is that Calafiori came in and he, did what he was supposed to do. He took control of the ball. He had an opportunity that we almost put in the back of the net if Trossard was a decent human being. What's going on outside of my apartment? But yeah, and then the second half, you cannot start a second half like that and wait until the 65th minute to make a change. Once you go down 2-0, like, that's not how this should work. I think the moment you see, oh, this is not going our way right now, this is gonna spiral into a nightmare if we don't step in and do something, and you still don't do it. I don't care if the second half just started. Put Calafiori in there, who can drop into midfield, who can take the ball out a little bit more, who has he's a little bit more dynamic as a player. Definitely take Noni out, who has speed, and one of those long balls, if there's like a rebound or something, like a second ball, he goes running with the ball, does something. He kept Raya, Norgard, Miles, and Dauman in the bench. After seeing that beginning of the second half, I think even Miles could have come in 10 minutes into the second half. Someone who's very physical, who has proven that he can play as that sixth position, really, to maybe be like a double pivot with Rice. Take Zubimendi out, man. I don't get why he started this game or why he's starting games. He's tired, he's exhausted, he's not used to this level of physicality, he's not used to this level of competition, he needs more time to adjust to it, and Arteta just won't accept it, and he keeps starting him, and I think that cost us too. The first goal would have never happened if Raya was on goal, but I think overall, like, it was bound to happen. That was just the result of the situation that we were put in by Manchester City, which is they were just dog walking us the entire second half, really. I was going to say until Calafiori came in, but even then we were struggling. Something else about Miles is I feel like he could have brought a little bit more heart, a little bit more fight, because we were missing that. Cherki was just making fun of us on the right-hand side, and nobody did anything. Nobody stepped up to him, told him to go do whatever. Like, only Ben White did something. Only Ben White showed a little bit of heart right there, and I guarantee you Miles would have done something in that situation. Max Dauman would have done something in that situation. Even Christian Norgard would have done something. Like, all the people in the bench that you didn't use, that made sense in a game like that. Like, here's the thing. After the second goal, like 65 minutes in, and you still didn't do it. Like, you waited, you're down 2-0. You bring in Calafiori and Noni, and they do change the game a little bit, which makes sense, right? Clearly what you're doing is not working. What's the quote? Only insane people think that doing the same thing over and over again is going to give you a different result. But he still did it. The next couple of changes did not come in until the 80th plus minute. And he brought in Gabi Jesus and Martinelli. I don't get it, man. I don't get Mikel sometimes. I don't get his game management. I don't understand where his mind is at. I don't understand how you see what Max Dauman did a week ago. This wasn't months ago. This was a week ago. I don't care if he's 16 years old. I don't care if this is the potential big stage for him. dude clearly does not care. And at that point, what do you have to lose? You're already down 2-0. You might as well take a gamble on the kid that changed the game last week and hope that he does it again this game. But he didn't do it. He brought Gabi Jesus in. I think the thing that upset me the most about seeing Martinelli coming in is that he was on the sideline, warming up, laughing, talking to Gabinho, Cervinho, whatever his name is, in a final. You're down 2-0 and you're laughing. The game is gone. The game is, what are we doing? Because if I'm a manager and I see my guys cracking jokes with the team that's dog walking us and that's beating us 2-0, that are making fun of us on the pitch, bro, you're not going into the game. I don't want to see you on the pitch. Matter of fact, I don't want to see you wear an Arsenal shirt today and possibly ever. And really what it came down to, I think we just need to see more from the players that we expect to see more. Kai should have scored that chance. I think Rice was neutralized today. I think he was trying his best, and today just wasn't enough. Usually we rely on him to save us, and we couldn't. I think the defense stepped up big time. I think Ben White, even without having the playing time, even without having the consistency of being out on the pitch, I think he stepped up. I think Hincapié, even though he was shaky or whatever, I think he still stepped up. But obviously that was a role for Calafiori from the beginning. I don't think Hincapié should have started, but game management is out the window. So inconsistent. Inconsistent is the word. And Saka, he brought us out of the banter era. He stuck with us through the banter era. But since the injury last year, he has not been the same. We need more from him, especially when you're stepping out on Wembley wearing the captain armband for the first time for your childhood club. Yeah, just disappointing. Congratulations to Manchester City, by the way. Fair and square. Like, you can't even, if you go out fighting, the loss is, like, whatever. You lost, but you fought. You showed character. You're not laughing on the sideline with the opposition while you're down 2-0. You're not showing body language that shows that you don't want to try. So when Mendy gave up on a play towards like the 88th minute or something like that, and he just like, it's your fault. Like, you put yourself in this position. So again, congratulations to Man City. You played the game that you were supposed to play. You outplayed us, out-footballed us, out-managed us, out everything. Dog walked us on that second half. We cannot play like this. At the Etihad, we're gonna eat like 5 again if we play like this. This genuinely brought me back to 22-23 with how we played. How we got outplayed with what is supposed to be a better, more mature team. We need to play a lot better. Not only then, but for the rest of the season in Champions League. We're gonna go to Portugal to play one of the most physical teams that there are in the Champions League. Came back from being down 3-0. We cannot play. Something has to change, and Arteta needs to make that change. About the dynamic of the team, how we're approaching games, something needs to change. The way that the team is being managed right now, they felt scared. The guys felt scared today. They felt like they weren't up for the challenge, and that's the frustrating part.